Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama quickly back to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head, in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw. Release to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll give it to the back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the ball... They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to take a shot. Ball in the air. Intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defense of that. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a third down is short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and... He tries to take the top off. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down after that incompletion. Give to the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 45. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Flips it out to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The give from the gun. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Coming after him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Georgia going up tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On second down, wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Smashes through the tackle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown tie.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Dogs are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quickly.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Complete downfield. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Throws to the back. All alone, he's got it. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Georgia 7.
A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He'll try to do it himself. Obliterates him, still on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I'll tell you what, as a defensive lineman, I didn't care if I got a sack in 2 seconds or 10 seconds. You could tell he just kept pursuing the quarterback, kept chasing. All that matters is I got him on the ground, and you can go to the sideline and go, that's 1 sack for the day, baby.
Motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for 6. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Touch pass on the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship.